Hey guys, what is up? The NFL draft is 2 months away and I'm super excited. And this is my first mock draft of the year and a lot of work goes into these, so make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future content like this. So with that being said, let's get into it. The Houston Texans are at 1 and I have them taking Bryce Young, quarterback out of Alabama. I have the Texans trading up to 1 because that way the Bears can move down to 2 and still get the guy that they want. And I think that Bryce Young is the best overall quarterback in this draft class. He is quite small, and I do think some teams would take Stroud ahead of him. But based on what I know about the Texans, I think they'll go with Young and then build around his strengths. The Chicago Bears have the 2nd pick, and I have them taking Will Anderson, edge out of Alabama. The Bears get the pass rusher they've been missing since Robert Quinn and Khalil Mack have left. The Bears could go with Anderson or Carter here. It's really just their preference, and it really will come down to the combine and who they think will benefit their team the most. But here I have them getting Will Anderson, and they're getting a guy that's a very special talent, and he has some quality pass rush moves, and he can also help against the run. At number 3, the Cardinals have this pick, and I have them taking Jalen Carter, defensive tackle out of Georgia. With J.J. Watt retiring, the Cardinals pick up the best player on the board, and they fill a positional need. And at 3, they get a very rare blue chip talent. Carter is an excellent athlete for his size, and he plays with great leverage, and he has great footwork, and he wreaks havoc in the interior. At number 4, the Colts have this pick, and I have them taking Will Levis, quarterback out of Kentucky. With this, the Colts finally give up on the veteran QB method, and they draft a quarterback that they can develop and have their own. And Will Levis is a guy with great tools that Chris Ballard is looking for. Will Levis, he has a huge arm and plenty of upside. But it is risky though, because he is a 24-year-old quarterback and he is quite raw, so he will need to be developed. But if you can develop Will Levis properly, he could be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. At 5, the Seattle Seahawks have this pick, and I have them taking Tyree Wilson, edge out of Texas Tech. Here, the Seahawks get a huge edge rusher who will be an asset to their defense and is great against the pass and the run. Wilson is 6'6" and 275 pounds, which is absolutely ginormous. Wilson is great around the corner, and he's very good against the run. Then he has plenty of upside as well. At 6, the Carolina Panthers have this pick, and I have them taking CJ Stroud, quarterback out of Ohio State. Here, I have the Carolina Panthers trading up with the Detroit Lions and snagging the Ohio State product. The Panthers have needed a quarterback for a long time, and Stroud is the answer. Stroud has a good arm with good accuracy, and he's an excellent pocket passer. In the Georgia game, he showed what he can do with his legs as well, and showed that he is a mobile threat. He really saved his best football for last. This pick solves the revolving door at quarterback for the Panthers and gives Frank Reich someone he can work with. At 7, the Las Vegas Raiders have this pick, and I have them taking Paris Johnson, offensive tackle out of Ohio State. The Raiders do not have a good offensive line, and I cannot see them drafting Anthony Richardson, as he does not seem like a Mike McDaniel player at all. Johnson gives them a piece to build around on the offensive line and gives them that piece that they've needed for a while. Johnson is a good athlete, and he has good footwork, and he has good drops and pass coverage. He is a bit raw, but overall this is a great player for the Raiders. At 8, the Atlanta Falcons have this pick, and I've been taking Myles Murphy, edge out of Clemson. The Falcons are absolutely thrilled to get Myles Murphy here at 8. In my opinion, he's a similar prospect to Trayvon Walker of last year. Murphy is an excellent edge rusher who has a great build and lots of potential. And he would fit right into the Falcons defense, and he would be a great piece for them to have. The combine will be absolutely huge for Murphy this year, as it will largely impact where he goes. At 9, the Detroit Lions have this pick, and I have them taking DEVON WITHERSPOON, cornerback out of Illinois. With the Lions trading down to 9, they get the player they likely would have drafted at 6, and they get extra draft capital. Witherspoon is a very physical corner, and he's a great tackler, and he's very versatile in what coverages he can play. He would fit right in with the Detroit culture and help a secondary that desperately needs it. He's slightly underweight though. I think he'll weigh in at about 185 pounds, but the natural football player will be a great addition to the secondary. At 10, the Philadelphia Eagles have this pick, and I have them taking Christian Gonzalez, cornerback out of Oregon. Slay is getting up there in age, and Bradbury might leave in free agency, so the Eagles update their present secondary and their future secondary. He has a great skill set, and he has ideal length and size, and he has potential to be a great man corner in the future. At 11, the Tennessee Titans have this pick, and I have them taking Peter Skoronski, tackle out of Northwestern. Titans need to help Derrick Henry out here, as the quarterback isn't that good, and they have no wide receivers to draw the attention away from Derrick Henry, and the offensive line isn't that good. Skoronski is a great overall lineman with one limitation of having shorter arms, but he's a great player, and upgrading the line will be vital to salvaging the final prime years of Derrick Henry. At 12, the Houston Texans have this pick, and I have them taking Jordan Addison, wide receiver out of USC. He's a great deep threat to spread the defense out, and it'll just take a lot of pressure off Bryce Young and give him a nice safety valve to throw to when in trouble. Addison has great speed, good hands, and is a solid route runner. He is on the smaller side, but he will be a great piece for the Houston Texans. At 13, the New York Jets have this pick, and I have them taking Broderick Jones, offensive tackle out of Georgia. The Jets continue to try to build the offensive line, and this is a great pick to do so. Jones has great athleticism at the position, and he has a great upside as well. He does have limited experience in college, but this will be a great pick for the Jets. At 14, the New England Patriots have this pick, and I have them taking Brian Branch, safety out of Alabama. The Patriots continue to try to build their secondary with this pick. Branch is a versatile corner/safety type player that would fit right in the Bill Belichick defense. At 15, the Green Bay Packers have this pick, and I have them taking Lucas Van Ness, edge out of Iowa. The Packers continue to add to their front seven with this pick. Van Ness is quick off the ball with a very good motor. He isn't as great of an athlete as you would like, but this is still a very good pick for the Packers here. At 16, the Washington Commanders have this pick, and I have them taking Joey Porter, cornerback out of Penn State. The Commanders have a pretty weak secondary, and this pick would be a good start to trying to upgrade that. Porter has great length at the corner position, and he is a very good press corner, and he also has very good ball skills. He's not great in zone coverage, but this would be a very good pick for the Washington Commanders. At 17, the Pittsburgh Steelers have this pick, and I have them taking Osiris Torrence, guard out of Florida. After a very good rookie season, Najee Harris regressed heavily in his sophomore season. The offensive line was not good last year, and Torrence would be a great start on trying to upgrade it. This pick would get Najee Harris going again and give Kenny Pickett additional protection. Torrence is a huge offensive guard, coming in at 350 pounds, and he's sneaky athletic. On film, sometimes he plays a little bit too high, but this would be an excellent pick for the Steelers. At 18, the Detroit Lions have this pick, and I have them taking Bijan Robinson, running back out of Texas. I really can't see Bijan falling any lower than this, and the Lions are thrilled to pick up a player at this caliber. With Swift's rookie deal soon to be done, this would be a great pick to take the Lions offense to the next level. Robinson really has no weaknesses to his game. He's explosive, strong, a great receiving back, and has great vision. The Lions take him and let Swift go the year after that. At 19, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have this pick, and I have them taking Anthony Richardson, quarterback out of Florida. With Tom Brady retiring, the Buccaneers get the quarterback of the future in Anthony Richardson. Richardson is very raw and would likely have to sit for a year, but his potential is sky high. He has a huge arm, he has great size, and he is very mobile and athletic, and would hopefully be the next star quarterback for Tampa in the future. At 20, the Seattle Seahawks have this pick, and I have them taking Brian BRYCE, defensive tackle out of Clemson. Here, the Seahawks keep building the front seven. BRYCE has gone through his fair share of struggles at Clemson, but I believe his best football is ahead of him. He is strong and has good hands, and he is pretty good at getting off blocks. This is a risky pick though, because he has injury concerns, and he's looked out of shape in the past. Also, he lacks production and pass rush moves, but Seattle thinks the risk is worth taking here. At 21, the Miami Dolphins have this pick, and this pick is forfeited. At 22, the Chargers have this pick, and I have them taking Quentin Johnson, wide receiver out of TCU. The Chargers have lacked speed at this position for a while now, and it's really starting to show. Johnson has good speed and size, and will give Herbert a good target downfield to use his arm, and he can really stretch the field. Johnson will be the player that the Chargers have needed in their offense for a while. At 23, the Baltimore Ravens have this pick, and I've been taking Jackson Smith-NJIGBA, wide receiver out of Ohio State. The Ravens get Lamar a weapon in the passing game, with them having limited wide receivers. He is looked at as just a slot receiver, but I don't personally see a problem with that. Last year, the best receiver was Cooper Kupp, and he plays 60% of his snaps in the slot. But this would be the best pick for the Ravens here as they try to convince Lamar to re-sign with them. At 24, the Minnesota Vikings have this pick, and I've been taking Cam Smith, cornerback out of South Carolina. Here, the Vikings grab the secondary help they desperately need. Smith is a good press corner with good length. He can be a little bit grabby at times, but overall is the best pick for the Vikings. At 25, the Jacksonville Jaguars have this pick, and I've been taking Michael Mayer, tight end out of Notre Dame. Trevor Lawrence has emerged as a superstar for the Jags, and this is them trying to get him another weapon and trying to win on his rookie contract. Mayer is a good red zone weapon and knows how to separate and has good hands. He isn't the best blocker, but that's not what they're drafting him for. His player comparison is probably TJ Hawkinson, and this pick gives Trevor Lawrence another weapon to look for. At 26, the New York Giants have this pick, and I've been taking Trenton Simpson, linebacker out of Clemson. The New York Giants add to the middle of their defense with this pick in a big way. Simpson has great range and coverage, and he can lay the wood when he needs to. He's also great in pursuit, which is just what the Giants need. This would be a good pick for the Giants as they try to build on what they started last year. At 27, the Dallas Cowboys have this pick, and I've been taking Kelee Ringo, cornerback out of Georgia. Kelee Ringo has recently been dropping down draft boards because of his game against Marvin Harrison, but Ringo still has excellent length and size, and he's a very good press corner. And overall, I feel the Cowboys would be thrilled to get Kelee Ringo here. At 28, I have the Bills taking DeJuan Jones, tackle out of Ohio State. The Bills' offensive line down the stretch was pretty disappointing, and this pick would solidify their line in a big way. Jones has good size, length, and movement skills, but he can have heavy feet at times. But overall, this is a great pick for them at 28. At 29, the Cincinnati Bengals have this pick, and I've been taking Anton Harrison, offensive tackle out of Oklahoma. The Bengals' offensive line was not as good as they hoped for last year, especially with the changes they made to it, and Harrison would keep it going in the right direction. Harrison is very good in pass protection, and that's just what they need. He can be inconsistent with leverage against defenders, but this is what the Bengals need, so this will be a very good pick for them. At 30, the New Orleans Saints have this pick, and I've been taking Kalijah Kancey, defensive tackle out of Pitt. Saints get excellent value here by snagging Kancey. He's undersized though, at 6 foot, 280 pounds. But he has very good skills for an interior pass rusher, and he's very quick off the ball. But the Saints are thrilled that he falls into their lap here at 30. At 31, the Philadelphia Eagles have this pick, and I've been taking Jahmyr Gibbs, running back out of Alabama. The Eagles are in a position where they can take a luxury pick like this, and Gibbs has game-changing speed and is an excellent receiving threat. He could get a little bit stronger, but other than that, there's really no concern. And the Eagles make their running game even scarier with this pickup. At 32, the Chiefs have this pick, and I've been taking Nolan Smith, edge, out of Georgia. The Chiefs are trying to get rid of Frank Clark, and this pick would allow them to do so. Smith is a little bit undersized and raw, but he has a great mix of strength and athleticism. He's very physical, and he is very good against the run as well, which would be very enticing for the Chiefs. And that's going to be it for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to drop a like down below, and also make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future content. And that's going to be it for right now. See you next time.